Howdy y'all, welcome back to Gunsnbbq. So today we're going to be doing a whole boneless pork loin. It's about 7.5 pounds. Gonna get it on the smoker in some apple wood and switch over to cherry wood because I'm getting ready to fill the hopper of the Traeger with cherry. So we're just going to use up what's left in there, which is apple. It's going to be fine. There's nothing wrong with changing up your wood source. Just gives you slightly different flavor profile. So no big deal there. But, so we're going to start by getting this injected. I'm actually going to leave it in the plastic while I inject this pork loin. It helps, just contain some of that mess. You're going to have some injection come out, whatnot. So, when you can leave it in the, cryovac seal like this and do your injection, it just helps a little bit. No big deal. So, we're going to mix up a mixture of about 80% apple juice, 20% apple cider vinegar, and get that injected in here, and we'll be back. So now I got my injection all mixed up in my sprayer here. We're just gonna stick the injector right into the container and just draw out the injection and inject it in, and then this is gonna double as my spritz when we get ready to bust open the spit jack.
Oh, yeah.
So the needle I chose is the one that has a bunch of little holes. There's no actual hole at the very tip of it, if you can't see that. It's just pointed for easy insertion. But all these little holes along this needle make for a great dispersion of your injection throughout the meat that you're injecting. So that's actually going to be really good in this pork loin, making sure we get a nice even dispersion of that. One thing about this injector that I would knock it for, I'd say it's probably best for competition. If you're doing large quantities of meat or anything like that, I definitely prefer my other injector that I can't think of the name of. It's one that you just put the hose in the solution and then you just pump it and you never have to go back and forth, which those are nice because you never have to worry about contaminating your injection. So say you have some left over or something that you're not using as a spritz like I'm today or something like that, you can throw it in the fridge, have it for next time. But right now we're going to use the spit jack because I spent some good money on this thing and I really got it all injected. I let it sit in that cryo wrap for about 20 minutes. We're going to get ready to season it now. Just going to do a Memphis barbecue rub on this along with some powdered garlic and probably a little bit of cracked black pepper, but not too much. So like I said, we're going to get her seasoned up. For the injection, we just went along about 1, maybe 2 inch increments along the whole thing. The nice thing about that spit jack is the needles are very, very long. So I was actually able to come in here at the end and get some nice injection in the center. So good stuff happening here. So is your head ready to explode yet? Are you wondering why I'm asking that? I said something earlier on purpose, and that was I'm going to use my sprayer that I mixed my injection in for spritzing as well. Here's the problem. Because I've heard people say this and they don't think about it, and this is why I wanted to bring it up. If you do that and you use an injector like I just did with the spit jack, you've now taken raw meat, put it in that solution. Now if you've got this solution sitting around for a multi-hour cook, you have that bacteria that could have been inside that meat or anything else now floating around in your spritz solution, and you wouldn't want to leave this sitting out on the counter for multiple hours. You'd be afraid of food poisoning, and that's exactly what you're going to have start to grow inside your spritz solution. Could you do it and not get sick? Probably, but is it a risk you should take? Definitely not. So like I said, just seeing if anybody caught that or not. Leave it down in the comments if you did. If you didn't, or if it's something you never thought of, let me know down in the comments about that too. But thanks for watching so far, and we got more to come. We gotta finish up seasoning this pork loin. So now we just gotta get the sides and the bottom half, and then we're just gonna finish letting this come up to room temp while I go fill the hopper and get the smoker rolling and get that up to temperature. All right, so to get this outside, I'm just going to wrap it up in this foil that I seasoned it on. Part of the reason is because, well, the foil's down just for easy cleanup, but then I'm gonna wrap this up like a Tootsie Roll. Like I said, it makes it easier to take outside, and as it's sitting here coming up to room temp, it's just gonna sit in all of its juices, anything that might have leaked out from the injection, keep that rub nice and close to the meat, and I don't have to worry about wiping any of it off by picking it up or anything. So that is my reason for doing that. Does it help? I don't know. It's just something I do sometimes, mainly with pork loins because they're big, they're long. That's what she said. So out here at the smoker, as you saw in the clip before, we got the smoker cleaned up a little bit, just the grate and whatnot. Didn't do a deep clean or anything. Got fresh pellets inside of the hopper, and now we got the smoker turned to 180 degrees. I've got almost 5 hours to smoke this pork loin. I'm doing it really low and slow because honestly, a pork loin isn't going to take that long. You're only going to take it to about 145 degrees internal temp. And the thing is, you can probably pull it off at 142, 143 even, because that meat's going to hold some temperature, so it's going to keep climbing a little bit. You want to keep it down to that 145 range though, to keep from drying it out. There's not a lot of fat in a pork loin. It's pretty lean meat, so it's really easy to dry out, and it's something you got to be careful with. Most certainly do it at a hotter temperature. Like I said, I've got 5 hours to do this. I'm in no rush. If I have to, towards the end of the cook, bump up the temperature, then so be it. Bump it up to 225, 250 even. But like I said, I'm in no rush for this, so we're gonna do it real slow. Gun Cowboy bought me a dandelion. up to my shot and I didn't know it. But what happened here was we got the pork loin on the smoker. We got a probe in each end because the trigger has 2 built-in probes. So might as well. That way I can monitor each end, make sure one side's not cooking faster than the other. We got her out of the wrap obviously, but gonna let her go for about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll come back out and do a strip. Alright folks, so we're back out here at the smoker. It's been about an hour so far. Take a quick peek. Don't have much of a bark going yet, so we're gonna hold off on spritzing this. Just let her keep rolling, and we will be back, and we'll check it about another half hour. All right, folks, so we're back out here at the Traeger. Just had this open, doing some temperature checks. What is now the right side of the pork loin, it's stepping about 140 degrees. Left side and middle is about 135. So I just did a rotation on it, 180 degrees. That way, hopefully the now left side and center will catch up with that right side. But we should be done here pretty shortly. All right, y'all, so we're back out here at the smoker. Just got done temp checking everything. We are at a solid 143.5 on this end, 144, and about a 150 over here. So not too bad. You want to, like I say, keep pork loin right around that 145 mark. So to keep it from drying out. I'm gonna put some sauce on this though. I'm gonna try a new saucing method just to put a glaze on this. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure, but what I'm gonna do is actually just take my barbecue sauce that I put in a squirt bottle, squirt it on this, and just kind of rub it over. Now this is just a honey barbecue sauce. I actually kind of whip it up myself, you could say. All it is a Sweet Baby Ray's. I add in a couple other little things to it, such as Memphis barbecue rub and just farm raised honey from Honeybee Farm, straight from it. Nothing store-bought. Got that all rubbed in. We're gonna let it sit on here another 10-15 minutes or so, get tacky, and we're gonna pull her off, let it rest, get it sliced. All right, so now we got the Traeger on shutdown cycle. It's been that way for a little while. This is completely done, very tacky, absolutely perfect. So we're gonna get it pulled off here, take it inside, let it rest for 15-20 minutes, and we'll get slicing her up. All right, y'all, now we let this rest. Like I said, it's been about 10-15 minutes. We're gonna get ready to slice into her now, see how she looks. All right, y'all, so pork loin's all done, it's all cut. This is actually very juicy, which is, I mean, how I expected it to be. I didn't expect anything less. Tried a couple pieces, it's delicious. Like I said before about pork loin, it's a very lean meat, so if you're into the fattiness and stuff like that, pork loin might not be exactly what you're looking for. But when you cook a pork loin the right way and get it off at the right temperature and it's not dried out or anything, man, this stuff is delicious. And like I said, cut it thin, have that for sandwiches, or cut it thick and just have that as a standalone, like a pork steak almost. Either way, the people you're cooking for are going to be some excited people. Thank you all for watching. Please hit those like, comment, share, and subscribe buttons, and I'll catch you all next time.